Well, this is about as good as it's ever going to get for me. This is my 12-year-old baby. Obviously, it's a 93, so it's 20 years old, but I've had it for 12. And I have really cleaned it up. The whole front end's pretty well done. I've spent some time polishing my parts back up. But I took it out one day after I get my whole front end put on, and it didn't start. Now, I've had a couple times where this thing, wouldn't start. Like, you'd click, and then finally it would kind of turn over. And I thought maybe a weak battery, maybe starter's going. I found out it was neither of those. So what I wanted to do was share with both my hardcore rotary enthusiasts and my just guys that are kind of interested and bored and have nothing else to do other than learn while I swear up a storm. Come on, tag along. So, you see this beautiful engine here? Obviously, most people don't have an RX-7, and I'm not saying that facetiously. I'm saying it as in there are only 13,093s built for the States, and under, 6,000? 94s, 95s collectively. So, this doesn't appeal to a lot of people, but everybody has starting problems. And I wanted to share with you on mid-90s sports cars and some of the weird things that happen. Now, this part is for my actual fellow RX-7 owners. This is something that kind of goes more technical. Under here, you obviously see your three best friends. If there's two of them, you are driving a shitty car, like my brother, who has two pedals. That's a piece of shit. But gas, brake, clutch. Over here, though, there's normally a panel. They call it a kick panel, and you kick it when you get your ass beat by that GTR with only two pedals. But underneath the kick panel, there's a couple different pieces of electronics. This thing's first. This blue-looking thing or whatever right there is second. That's called a security relay. Other than calling it a security relay, I really don't know exactly what it does, nor do I need to. Because what you end up doing is you take the plug out of the bottom of it, and you jumper this pin right here and this middle pin right here. Mind you, this is completely temporary. It was the test to see what was going on. But sure enough, shorting out this security relay, which was actually broken, car started up perfectly fine. So let's call that simplification of the electronic system. The other thing, which a lot of these cars and maybe even modern cars do, I'm not an actual mechanic. I just like to tinker with my own cars. See the clutch pedal? There is a thing right there. Now I took mine out and shorted the wires out. There was a sensor that would tell if you were pressing the clutch pedal or not, or more or less if it was actually partially pressed. And what that would do is also stop you from starting the car. So I took both of those things out now, and I've shorted them out. So, it's a 20-year-old car. A lot of cars are getting older as you modify them. Every car is getting older as you modify it, because time goes forward, I guess. But long story short, simplify the electronics, keep your car happy, and don't get stranded at Taco Bell and have to jump start it backwards, which literally my brother came over just so I didn't look embarrassed by myself, pushed this little mother backwards and jump started it the good old fashioned way. So just want to share with you guys a couple of ways to simplify starting a car. Mind you, that was not shorting out a car. That wasn't, or I should say, hot wiring it. You're not going to be able to steal a car that way. You still need the key. I'm not showing you anything crazy like that. Let's just kind of stare at it for a second. This monstrosity, I screwed up middle winter, and I maybe made a video about it, I don't remember. And I painted it, and I fucked up the paint. So I have to sand it, and I lost all interest in working on it at that point, because, let's be honest, winter sucks in Michigan, and I didn't want to undo the work I just caused myself. Well, I go out to Woodward, sure enough, and I want to get this car finished because there's people with high horsepower cars out there. My sexy 750 rear wheel horsepower engines over there. I'm going to be working on this one feverishly because look at that. She's pretty sexy. I got some more work to be done to it, but it's looking pretty good. So she's going to get put back on the back burner. I might take her out over summer. This is going to be my #1 project. But this is more or less a threat. See this? See this? You guys are probably all cringing. Those are headlights. I am putting these on this car. Do I want to? Fuck no. I don't want to put those on there. But the problem is, my stock pop-up lights decided to break off at high speeds, and after they broke off, I couldn't put them back on, and then it rained, and the rain rotted, I can't rot metal. It rusted and tarnished and trashed all of the mechanics of each of the pop-up headlights. So I have complete trash under there. So if anybody has HID pop-up lights, I will talk to you further. So put some comments in the video if you have something like that, because I want HID. It's beautiful, and she deserves it. So I will be making some more car videos, and I promise I'll make another business video soon as well.